Show them you mean business. Show them you want to be here.
Okay.
All right, you gotta be tougher. You can do this, dude.
I know, I fucking will be.
I've never been a big fan of watching movies based on true stories. But what I am a huge fan of is realising later that a movie I loved is based on a true story. That all the crazy events within really happened to someone, and how that truth adds texture to the story. And this is exactly what happened with Andrew Neil's 2016 film, Goat. Adapted from a memoir by Brad Land, Goat tells the story of main character Brad, who, after falling victim to a random brutal act of violence, moves away to a prestigious college and pledges to the fraternity his younger brother has already become a core member of. And if you know anything about college fraternities, you can probably guess, this is a disaster waiting to happen. After the assault, Brad's promised by his brother Brett and another member of the frat called Chance that once he's a fully fledged member of Phi Sigma Mu, nobody will ever be able to touch him again.
You're gonna be Phi Sig, man. Alright? That shit's never gonna happen again, first of all. You're never gonna find yourself in that position again, ever.
Yeah, I gotta get in first.
Yeah, you gotta get
He'll be a brother, and the brothers look out for each other.
Some motherfucker wants to go through Chance. They gotta go through all of us. They wanna fuck with Brett. They're going through all of us.
He'll be a top dog on campus. Parties, girls, connections. But before all that, there has to be a typical frat hazing ritual, Hell Week.
Welcome to Hell Week, goats!
Hell Week, a widely banned open secret across the USA, sees freshman pledges undergo a series of brutal, degrading, exhausting challenges that push them to their limit in order to quote-unquote weed out the weak ones.
Say, I'm a faggot and nobody loves me.
I'm a faggot and nobody loves me.
Say it again.
Why you fucking you ass?
Say
I'm
like,
a faggot and nobody likes me.
Say it like you mean it though, say it with feeling.
I'm a faggot and nobody likes me.
And Goat puts this ritual front and centre, with some at times genuinely disturbing footage. In both the original memoir and the film, there's a clear desire to expose the dark heart of fraternity life. The movie's full of incredible naturalistic direction and performances that make it seem almost documentary or found footage at times. And as hard as it is for the other pledges to get through Hell Week, it's even harder for Brad. Brad's buried the trauma from his assault deep inside, and even blamed himself.
Hey, Brett?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm a pussy?
And that trauma starts to creep back up into him when he faces the abuse from the frat seniors. It causes friction between him and his real brother.
This shit doesn't fucking matter. That's what you don't get. Okay? None of this shit matters at all.
This shit fucking matters to me!
The other pledges.
Maybe you should just quit.
I can't quit.
Why not?
The same reason you can't quit.
You have no fucking idea why I don't quit.
Yeah, you do. Everybody does, dude. If you quit, what else is there?
And an inner conflict that's written all over his face. Because these frat members, with their ceremony, adherence to tradition, and sense of ancestry to brothers past, see themselves as a real league of gentlemen, upstanding and respectable. But Goat shows with its unflinching ugliness that these guys are no different than the muggers who attacked Brad. The only difference is the context. They feel like they have an excuse. But even all dressed up like this, it's just sadism. It becomes hard for Brett to watch his brother be abused all over again, and that causes a rift between him and the rest of the frat. He becomes disillusioned with his own way of life, and steps in to defend Brad.
Fucking stop, dude. I did it. I fucking did it, okay?
Who lashes out in return.
Dude, I didn't fucking ask for your help in there. I didn't ask for your help.
He wants to keep moving forward. He wants to be a part of all those things Chance promised, even if continuing costs him his real brother.
Why not? Why not? Just fucking say it,
Because you don't belong here. You don't fucking belong here.
And these breakdowns in relationship form the second pillar of Goat, alongside the criticism of frat culture. The way the frat's hierarchy and customs are set up, and how its reputation waxes and wanes due to the events in the film, throws the relationship between these so-called sworn brothers into question. They were supposed to always look out for each other, but when it comes down to it, and talk of suspension is on the line, Chance is ready to cut off the leg to save the body.
We know it was you, just fucking admit it.
No.
Admit you're the rat, or I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
How about that?
And in the end, it's Brett who comes to Brad's side with a real promise of loyalty. That bond, at least, has stood the test of time. And together, the brothers look for a new way to process Brad's trauma. Goat is a stunning film that I wish more people would watch. It has a real message to get across, but it also poses a question. Who really cares about you? There will be a whole lot of people who say they do, to keep up appearances, to hang on to you till you're useful. It can be hard to tell, but if you're ever made to ask yourself that question, the answer might be closer than you think.
Seems like I can't get out of the sleep, but shit, I must have stumbled into accident. Disorder and strength.